first week back, I guess, going and training after the break?
Yeah, it's good. It's always nice to come back. Everyone kind of goes their separate ways and spend some time with family and friends, which is just as important. But yeah, it's exciting to be back again. And I suppose we kick off our years and seasons before the new year, but 2018 is a new year, and we're looking forward to yeah, what's to come.
Have you found a major difference between this pre-season and last pre-season?
No, a lot of similarities, but it just feels like we're obviously a fair bit ahead of where we were last year. Obviously coming in with a new coach and some new systems last year, we've kind of trained that and ingrained that last season and last pre-season, but we just kind of get that head start on where we were this time last year. So it's exciting to hopefully improve from where we left off and where we finished last season.
There's been a lot of talk, I guess, about instilling hunger in you guys and building resilience and toughness. What has Megan said about that?
Yeah, we talk about the process a lot. Obviously, it's easy to look at that end goal and that I suppose that end dream of playing premierships and finals and all that. But where we are as a group, the process and the little things is just as important to instill in us as players. So when I suppose that time comes down the track, we've kind of got that strong base underneath.
Every club has at least decent optimism, and you guys have got a fair dose of it at the moment, given everything that's happened. Are you kind of wary of that though a little bit, that you can't get too carried away with all the good news that's come your way in the last couple of weeks even?
Yeah, you take it as it is. Good news is good news, so you celebrate what needs to be celebrated and recognise what needs to be recognised, but you're spot on every time. You kind of get to January, every team's flying and there's no games and there's no wins-loss record and performance and whatnot, but you kind of control what you can control. It's a famous kind of quote and line, but it's true. It's especially this time of year, you train hard and as I mentioned before, kind of put some good habits in to build into the season, but yeah, it's kind of what this time of the year is all about.
What were your immediate thoughts when you saw Rayner was keen to jump back on without even playing a game?
It's exciting. It's obviously he's a highly spoken about first pick, speaks for itself. To have a guy like that, not only football-wise, but he obviously, more importantly, thinks there's a lot of good stuff happening around the club and the playing group as a whole. So I know for a fact he loves it up here, and I think he's mentioned that a few times himself. So in years gone by, there's been obviously a bit spoken about the club and I suppose the culture and guys coming and going at a young age, but I think that's a perfect example of showing where the club's heading. Obviously, the wins, losses don't really speak for that kind of stuff, but that's just as important in our progression as a footy club to show that there's a lot of good stuff happening behind the scenes that will lead to hopefully the on-field success.
Because you must have been sick of seeing all the good blokes, not all of them, but lots of good young players leaving over the last few years. You must be getting tired of that.
Oh yeah, that's in the past now. Now the good thing is we can talk about things the other way. The young guy's staying. He's obviously won this season, but there's been a lot over the last kind of 18 months. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. What's been the difference there, you think? What's the change been?
Just lots of little things that all add up. I think. Not saying what was happening in the past was bad or whatnot, but I think there's a lot of good things being put in place by the club in all different areas to support the boys and to welcome the boys. And a lot of variety. That's probably could speak about a lot of little things, but they just enjoy the place, and enjoy coming to work. Last year we obviously didn't win a lot of games, but everyone enjoyed coming into the club, stepping through the doors and looking to improve. So yeah, happy work life. Why would you want to leave, I suppose?
What's the win-loss expectation this year? Are the finals it, or how do you approach that?
Oh, we go into every game trying to win, absolutely. But I suppose you don't really speak about wins, losses, numbers, or whatnot. As I mentioned earlier, we speak about the process, and I suppose that end goal for the game is the win or the loss. So we're talking about how we can perform in better situations to kind of, I suppose, help that end result. I suppose where we're at as a footy club is we're a progressing team and an emerging team, so we're looking to obviously win every game, but as I mentioned, the processes that achieve those things are just as important.